Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today it's not me, this is my best friend Emily, and I said, Emily, can I do your makeup? I really want to do a highlighting and contouring video, and she said yes. So today I'm going to be showing you how to highlight and contour your face. I've done a couple of videos like this, but I wanted to do one with somebody who has different features than I do, so I can show you how I would highlight and contour Emily's face. I'm going to list all of the products I use in the description bar below. If you like watching these videos where I do makeup on somebody else, let me know in the comments below and give this video a thumbs up, and let's get started. Emily's got the most beautiful skin, so I wanted to hydrate it and use a little bit of moisturizer before I start applying the makeup. I always like to let the moisturizer sit for 5 minutes, that way the makeup stays in place and doesn't slip and slide. I'm starting with a foundation that is 3 shades lighter than Emily's skin tone, and I'm creating small triangles underneath the eyes. One thing I wanted to mention in this video is that when you highlight, it makes things look bigger and wider. So when you make a really large triangle underneath the eyes, it can actually have a not so good effect and it can make the face look really wide. So you want to make sure that you're keeping the highlight fairly short and simple. That way things don't look wider or bigger. Keeping this concept in mind, I'm highlighting down the bridge of the nose in a straight line. This is going to make the nose look really sharp and defined and pointed, which is a really good, cute look. That's kind of what we all want. And I'm also highlighting the chin, Cupid's bow, and the forehead. So I brought the features forward that I wanted to highlight using a lighter foundation. Now I'm going to balance that out using a darker contour shade, and this is a darker foundation. It's about 4 shades darker than her skin. I'm tracing underneath Emily's cheekbones, and this is going to give her a really defined look, which is going to look amazing. And I'm also going to contour along the perimeter of her face, really just to balance out the highlight and make her face look nice and structured and slim. She naturally has a great face structure, so I'm going to just be kind of highlighting and contouring that, but I'm not going to be changing the shape. Emily has a really straight nose, but I'm going to bring a little more definition to it using the contour shades. I'm tracing right beside those highlight shades, and I'm kind of wrapping it around the tip of the nose. I'm also going to place some of that darker color along the sides of that highlight on her chin, and then along the lines of her jaw, just to create more structure and definition. Okay, now it's time to blend, and I don't really like to go into this all at once. I'm taking a beauty blender and I'm starting to blend that highlight out just to kind of see how far that highlight's going to go. I'm patting underneath the eyes, I'm going to pat along the nose, under the chin, and the Cupid's bow, and this is going to spread the highlight and let me know if I need to add any more. And I'm also going to be using 2 separate tools. This is like the best tip I can give you. Use 2 separate tools to blend your 2 products, the light and the dark, because if you use the same tool, things can get muddy really quickly. Using small circular motions, I'm going to start blending that contour with a really fluffy little brush, and I love this method. It works so well. Using a fluffy brush with these foundations makes everything look so blown out and blended and perfect. So I really like this method, and I definitely recommend it if you're a beginner. One thing you can notice is that when I'm starting to blend out a product and it's just straight pigment, I hold the brush really close to the ferrule because that gives me the most pressure. And then once things start to blend out, I will release that pressure by holding the brush closer to the tip of the handle, and that just gives me less control, which is going to give you a softer blend. If you have problems blending, definitely pay attention to how you're holding your brush. The pressure applied has a lot to do with how things are going to soften up and blend. The nose is such a small area and the work we did on it is so precise that I don't recommend using a large brush to blend everything out. I like to use a small eyeshadow brush with natural fibers and just kind of soften up those lines. The makeup that I used on Emily today looks so flawless, and she really didn't need any powders because her skin is normal and it doesn't get oily, so I'm not going to add any powder on her today, but of course if you have oily skin I recommend adding a powder over top just to set everything and make sure that it doesn't get oily and greasy. I'm taking a small 217 brush from MAC. This is just a really small blending brush, and I like to use this underneath the eyes to blend the eyeshadow and the concealer together so that there's no harsh lines. And then I added a blush, and here is the before and after. that's the completed look, you guys. I really hope you liked seeing this technique. If you like this kind of video where I'm doing makeup on somebody else, let me know in the comments below. I'd love to do more of these. I really have fun doing makeup on other people, so let me know in the comments below, and until next time, I love you guys and I'll see you later. Bye!